Well, there's been some quite interesting moves on the daily charts over the last couple of weeks, and the first chart I'm bringing up here is on the Aussie dollar. Now, Aussie dollar for some time has been getting completely killed. I mean, it broke through a bit of a wedge about sort of 3 months ago, and to the downside, and it's been significantly weak really since then. Had a little bit of a relief sort of correction, if you like, in July, and then we started to break back down from the 30th of July here, breaking all the way down to our green sort of support line here, just hitting target on that just today, actually. So nice little breakdown there, and a similar sort of picture really on the likes of Euro Sterling, what we call a continuation long trade here. I'm not going to go into the strategy here, but safe to say there's a nice opportunity to buy on this candlestick here on the 25th of July. Prices again pushing towards the extreme of that price envelope there. So a couple of nice moves, but otherwise on the currency markets, a lot of them sort of beginning to run out of steam a little bit. Looking first of all at sterling dollar, we had a buy here against the trend of the market, so looking for short-term profits. Market moved up very nicely at the beginning after that sniper circle there for the first couple of weeks. Little bit of a pullback last week, then of course that nice rally based on sort of over non-farm payroll and a continuance of that today. So progressing quite nicely, still long from 151.58 there, so about 220 points to the good at the moment there, and pushing on relatively well to be honest there on sterling dollar, just waiting for potentially a bit of a short signal, but certainly haven't had one as yet. So certainly moving in the right direction there. The likes of euro dollar again sort of beginning to run out of steam. It moved up to the top of this price channel here. I feel it might have a little bit of a further place to go, perhaps pushing up to this sort of 133.70 sort of zone before starting to come off. But you know, obviously if sterling dollar rallies, I think there's a good chance of it squeezing up as well there. But certainly a good few things to think about there. A lot of these markets starting to turn around, and no more so than perhaps dollar CAD. Lovely opportunity to trade on Thursday. Of course, you've got to be brave. You're running it over non-farm payroll, but it's a nice looking opportunity to buy on Thursday's close last week, in line with the uptrend on the monthly chart as well there on US dollar against the Canadian dollar. So keep an eye on that one. All other things being equal, I'd sort of be expecting a push up to that 105.65 area here, up to the top of the price envelope. So 105.65, 105.60, that sort of area is where I'd be hoping for prices to get to, which would be a nice move for sort of 200 plus points there. So really, a lot of decent moves on the continuation side on some of what we might call the sub pairs, euro dollar, sterling dollar, just starting to sort of run out of steam a little bit, just waiting for a little bit more of a clearer directional change over the next couple of days. Stocks, of course, gave a couple of short signals just before MPC, ECB, non-farm payroll last week. You'd have to be completely nuts to be taking trades over those. And I think really, you know, the market's just continued higher. I think for now it seems like, certainly like the markets like the DAX, that we want to push up, we want to take up that sort of 8,500 level in that May sort of area there. It feels like there's a magnet wanting to push prices back up to there. Maybe we'll see if we can get a bit of a short from there. But for now at least, I'd suggest sort of powder dry on the longer term charts like the indices for now. Just wait for the markets just to gather a little bit of thought over the next coming days. Last week was massive. FOMC statements, ECB, European Central Bank rates, UK rates, non-farm payroll. It really was everything pretty much at the same point, leading to very choppy, very unreliable charts over the last couple of days of last week. So very much keep an eye out on those big resistance levels for some of those indices as well there. Gold also trying to break lower, potential sell there on Thursday as well. It's pretty much plus minus nothing from this trade, but there is a short here. Again, you'd have to have been a little bit brave to be taking that just the day before non-farm payroll, but the trade looks okay, and hopefully it'll be good for about 12:30. We'll see over the next week or three, really. There's some quite decent rotations going on out there at the moment, and actually the daily charts have been moving really, really well. If you look back at previous trades of the week, you can see some fantastic trades off those daily charts, really proving the fact that, you know, whether you've got all the time in the world to look at the charts or just 10 minutes, you can pick up some really decent income from trading on these markets. As far as the snipers last week, the sniper strategy, it was an all right week really. I mean, overall up about sort of 250 points or so. I guess if you'd have run certain trades over non-farm payroll and also, well, more importantly, UK interest rates and European Central Bank rates on Thursday, it was probably only up about 100 or 50 to 100 points for the whole week. But otherwise, if you'd have just stripped out those 3 or 4 trades, which is quite prudent to do, you'd have been about 240 points to the good there last week. So not a bad week, and really pushing on quite nicely from about the same figure the previous week as well there. 1,100 points for the snipers in July. A fantastic, very simple strategy and a very fantastic month there in July. What for August? Well, August, you know, it gets a little bit choppier sometimes, but it doesn't mean it's not a great time to trade. You can often get a lot of volatility in the August period. Why? Because volatility, you know, the liquidity just dries up a little bit. A lot of the big traders going off on holiday and so on. Doesn't mean you can't get some really, really good moves. So as ever, guys, keep your wrists tight. Look for the trades according to your trading plan. And if you want to come and find out how we do what we do, we've got quite a few webinars coming up over the next week or two. So have a look at our website, book yourself a free webinar, and find out exactly how we identify trades just using this yellow disc. It's as simple as that.
If you would like more information about trading the right way, Trend Signal is giving you the opportunity to see and hear about its services live at a free online seminar. Take a look at the Trend Signal website for the latest events and to book your free place.